Today I'm going to be showing you a little bit of the Tupac visual that I did actually today, and I'll be going through a little step-by-step detail of it. Okay, let me get out of this. Now let me go back to actually, no, let me get out of this. No, let me go back in this and let me undo the merge. Okay. Okay. Here we go. Okay. As you can see, let me minimize this history bar over here. As you can see, we have all of our layers right here. I actually had to go back and redo this Tupac wallpaper or visual, if you will, because the first one I did and whatnot, I wasn't particularly too fond of it. It just looked, absolutely rushed, and I just didn't take my time with it. But this one, I actually redid this one earlier today, and it was just like a little, projects and whatnot for me to work on today, and I saw that and I needed to, add a few more details and whatnot to it. But anyway, let me go into it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to undo all of these right here, and basically just take away the visual and whatnot, step by step. And I won't spend too much time on this because it's very long. Okay, go back to this. Okay, hang on. We're coming to the conclusion of everything. Okay. Let's start off here with a blank blank canvas background. The gradient tool. Okay. For the gradient tool, I went to. There's no way for me to move that. Okay. For the gradient tool, I had gone to. I had gone here. I clicked on the new fill or the new adjustment layer, and when I did that, selected photo filter, and what that did was that brought me here, and so I had clicked on this. No, not that. Hang on. Okay. Okay. You have. I got this bar right here. I'm trying to figure out how it is I can remove that. But anyway. Okay. What? Okay. Here we go. So what I have done is clicked on color, and as you can see, purple here, there. Once you click on color, then what you can do is no, actually, yeah. I'm sitting here confusing my own self. Okay, photo filter. scroll down. Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Let's just click on OK. No, I'm sorry. I apologize. Let me get out of this. Hang on. I'm sorry. Let me get out of this. No, the gradient tool. Click on that. Then click on gradient. Hang on. Here we go. So we clicked on gradient. Of course, you can see purple. Okay. So it's giving us this purple, it's giving us a light purple and dark purple background, or the gradient field, if you want, if you will. Then added the Tupac background. Actually, I'm gonna go step by step as to which one I did first. Did this one first, and I did a light touch of it. Okay, here we go. I did a soft light with a 30% opacity. Then once I had included that Tupac, I had included the Black Panther, which was this. And along with the Panther, I did a smart filter, or which is the camera raw filter. So added this onto here, then went up to filter, clicked on camera raw. Oh, hang on. Hang on. Okay, let me get out of here. Okay. Have to make sure that I click on the Panther. Here we go. Okay. Filter, camera raw. And what this allows you to do is this allows you to bring this allows you to add more details and whatnot to your characters or the animals, or whichever it is that you have included in your visual. Basic. Here you have the temperature, you have the tint. In the tint, you have the bar, which is in between the green and the purple. So whichever way that you move the bar is exactly how the color and whatnot of the graphic is going to turn out, or the shade and whatnot, if you will. The exposure. The more that you move toward the positives, the more that you move the bar towards the positive and whatnot, the more darker that your image will become. Oh no, I'm sorry. The more when you move it towards the right, the more lighter that your image becomes, and when you move it towards the left, the more darker that your image becomes. So negative equals dark, positive equals light. Uh, don't necessarily have to worry about the contrast too much, but the highlights always adjust my highlights 110, as well as the shadows, the whites, and the blacks. The texture is pretty much how smooth that you want your characters or that you want your character to turn out. So the more smoother that you want your graphics to look, that's where your texture comes into play. The clarity is how sharp that you want your details to look. So I always adjust my clarity towards 30. I don't worry too much about dehaze. Vibrance is more so, um, how fine tuned that you want your colors and whatnot to turn out. As well as your saturation. Your saturation is, do you want it to be grayscale or do you want it to go towards like the more like the warmer, more towards like the warmer filter side, which adds a little bit more color um, towards your graphics. Your curve is the balance, which is like I like the red, green, and the blue balance one of your graphic. The more that you move it down or whatnot, well, depending on where it is that you have it, the more that you move it down, the more darker that it becomes. The more you move it towards, the more you move it upwards, the more lighter that your graphic becomes. The detail, which is putting the sharpening, which pretty much indicates, how sharp that you want your image to turn out. Um, and your noise reduction is pretty much eliminating the sharpness of your details or the image quality or whatnot in your details. So the more smoother that you want your detail to turn out, um, that's where your noise reduction comes into play. Okay. Mm, um, so now what we have done is take it step by step. Okay. Well, I may have to rush through this a little bit. Pardon me for that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and just open everything. Okay. Please forgive me for this because I only have 15 minutes of video to work with. Okay. Tupac tape. I'm not going to worry about the Tupac tape. Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I'm not going to worry about that. Okay. So here we have the visual. So what I'm going to, as I was showing you, what you will want to do is that you will want to merge your visuals. So everything, so where your eye is, that's what it is that that's what it is that you want to show up. So you merge your visuals. As you can see, the visuals and everything are merged. Then what we're going to do is go to filter, camera raw, okay, as you can see everything and then go through everything that I was just telling you. Okay, 10, I'm going to put that on -10. Notice the change and whatnot that the graphic is starting to go through. Exposure, I'm going to put that on -1. Okay. Highlight, The highlight 10, shadows 10, whites 10, blacks 10, clarity. I'm going to put that on 30 in order to the sharpness and the details. Not going to worry about the vibrance. Saturation, I'm going to put that on -20. Notice how it saturates the graphics. Then I'm going to scroll all the way down. As you can see, the timer or whatnot is actually gone past 15 minutes, but what I'm going to have to do is I'm going to have to break down the video once I begin to edit it. Now I'm going to go to curve. Notice the adjustments up here. So I'm going to go to, this one is already highlighted, so I'm going to go here. Okay. Notice how that's making it a little bit more darker. Okay, go here, red channel. Okay. I'm gonna have to work real quickly through this. It won't be exactly as the ping that I saved, because I didn't bother with memorizing the input and the output. Okay, go to green. Okay, I'm gonna go up a little bit. Notice the difference in the color. Okay, then blue. Okay. Okay. Once again, it won't be exactly as how my how my last ping was saved, but you know, it doesn't matter. It's just it's a nice. I'm just giving you all an example of what it is that I do in my graphics. Okay. All right. So it's close to it. Okay. Notice how everything has gradually shifted. So you go to save. Click on save. Then once you've saved it, if you want to go back, and make any sort of corrections to it, then you want to make sure that you always want to make sure that you don't merge down on your graphics, so that way you can always go back and make make little corrections or whatnot to it. And so forth. And if you ever need to revert back to where it was you began, or if you ever need to revert back to where your last layer visibility was, then you can go click on history. And then here you see camera raw, and then you see merge visible. Go back to layer visibility. And that takes you back to this point. Okay, that's all for today. All right, take care, you all.